Earlier today, we played around with the idea of live streaming, though because it was a recording, it was in fact, well, dead, wasn't it? A dead stream. But we did have several games. One of them, this one on Mittengard, was rather interesting. CRoby jumps at Bush command.
Time to roll out. Let's get the show on the road!
Hello, this is Dalemo, and welcome to Mittengard as we follow Bush down into the action. But watch CRoby, that's what's really the most exciting part about the earlier side of this game. That's right, yes, he's rocked right over that building, landed on his ass, rolled on his side, and ended up with just, yes, one hit point of damage. Now let's take up the action. The reason we're following Bush here rather than me, even though I was in this game, is that Bush by far had the most interesting game of the lot of us. They're both sitting there because we're all laughing so loud at CRoby actually succeeding in staying alive, having attempted that horrendous jump at the start of the game. And now we're getting into the action, and Bush rocks out. Finishes off that M2 Light for his first victory in this game. And really, he's had an utterly fantastic game, as you're about to see. And they're falling thick and fast on both sides. Less than a minute into the game, and already we've got about 7 dead tanks littered around this centre, this Mittengard. And of course, the game is kind of designed to do that. At these tiers, it's basically point and shoot. You're going to penetrate almost every tank, and there are a few exceptions, as we'll discover later on during this game. But most tanks are vulnerable and soft, and really just a matter of discovering where they are and blasting away. They're a little bit twitchy, it's kind of hard to angle up, and even if you do angle up, it's not going to make any difference as to whether you get penned or not, so most people simply don't bother. That T2 medium going down. Not yet, in fact. Bush is going to have to poke around the corner here. I think there's a discussion in chat about how vulnerable an H35 is, and that's one of the ones that we can't pen. And Bush now finishes off that T2 for his 5th kill. Now I'm screaming around the outside here. I can see an M2 Light there. I'm also aware that Bush is on 5 kills, so I just hold that fire back a little bit, let him pop out here and knock down that M2 for his top gun. Fantastic result. Look at the time. It's 12 minutes 50 seconds roughly, and he's already got himself a top gun. That's sort of like what, 3 minutes into the game effectively. And it looks like he may well end up with the 7th kill. There's the T2 and the H35 left in the game. CRoby's determined he's going to have some impact in the game, but alas, his 1 hit point is not enough to sustain, well, any hits at all. And Bush comes sweeping through with a lovely handbrake turn at the end and finishes off what I thought was the last tank. I'm sort of now a bit more relaxed, sitting out in the open, completely oblivious to the fact that the H35, the one that we can't pen, is still alive. So Bush just cops a shot from him then, and really the answer to this, as Bush quite correctly tells us, is to get close to this tank and try and get some shots into the side. And that's really about the only thing we're going to do to be able to pen it. There he is. He got 1 of his 5 shells ended up in the back of this tank. This PZ-1 does a marvellous job here, circling the tank. And the one disadvantage, okay, there we go. Bush is down now. The one disadvantage of the H35 is that it's very slow to rotate the turret. If he's tracked, he's going to be sitting there. Now he's not, so he may well end up catching up to this PZ. But even so, and he's a really bit silly here. He got tracked again. And this PZ-1 is doing a great job in keeping out of his turret. Unfortunately, the track's off, and the moment he gets a shot on, he's gone. And that H35 has handled that pretty well, actually. I've been coming up the other side and getting some shots on. And really, Yeah, with bush down, there's a lot of would've, could've, should've here. I should have been close. I should have used my repair kit. Let's pick it up now from my perspective, and rather than my commentary now, let's pick up the commentary as it was live at the time. So what I want to do is lure him around towards our cap and then just go and fast cap him. That's really all I can do, right?
You won't be able to fast cap him, because that's 90 seconds. He can get back to cap in 90 seconds via straight line. I'm sitting here watching my dead tank, looking for stuff breaking my tank to move, that sort of thing. Oh, there he is in the center.
Right. Now I'll go touch the cap so it forces him to come around. That'll give me more time to know what to do. Oh, he's beaten me.
Yeah, so just go get in cap. Just get in cap, get in cap.
Why?
No, too late. I was gonna say, take it to a draw that way.
Oh, right, okay.
Well, so if anything, back off, go around, come up the one line.
Yeah, don't even need to go that. Remember, you can't get that close. You've got to get close to him. Which side's he on? Okay, there he is. Oh, he's not even going to fire at me.
No, so you'd have to get around him.
Take a hit and sit on his side, right?
Yeah, because you can outmaneuver him. He can't turn his turret fast enough.
Yeah.
So yeah, take the hit, keep the gold loaded.
Oh, he bounced anyway. Oh.
Oh no. Yeah. Oh.
What a dirty shame.
Yeah, sorry about that.
No, I mean, you did the best you could. That's part of the reason why I love that tank at tier 2, because it's just so heavily armored.
And let's take a look at the results. Bush had a fantastic game, let's face it. 7 kills, ace tanker, lots of little ones, and of course the top gun, which is a great result at that tier because of course you're super vulnerable to being blown away by anyone at any time. And having a look at the rest of the team, well, obviously Bush was well ahead of everyone else. Unfortunately, my game was pretty disappointing. 128 damage. Mr. Roby managed to do 62 damage despite only having 1 hit point throughout the entire game. And because he ended up having to shoot lots and lots of gold, Bush managed to lose 2,400 credits.